Hello and welcome back to On The Rocks. Hope you're all doing well today and looking forward to today's episode as we have two cup finals coming up. One, not quite so important, it's the Scottish Cup final against Dundee coming up first. The second one though is huge, really important. Of course, it's the Champions League final. We're taking on Barcelona in that final to hopefully win our second Champions League. So if you are looking forward to today's episode and you think we can win that Champions League, make sure you do drop a like on the video for me, subscribe to the channel if you're new around here, and of course drop a comment down below for the YouTube algorithm. If you are going to talk about the results of the cup finals though, what I would do is put spoiler and then press enter a few times to go a few lines down so then it gets hidden behind like the expand more on the comments essentially. So that way people can look at the comment section without having any spoilers revealed to them for what's going to happen in the episode. So since you guys were last here, obviously we have played a few league games to finish off the season, but given that we won the season months ago, nothing that really mattered all that much. So we finish off the season, as you can see here, Inverness and Dunfermline in the relegation playoff, but as you can see we are currently top and have been top all season with 107 points, just ahead of Celtic and Rangers on 73 and 70 points respectively. Hearts go straight into the Europa League next season. Motherwell are in the Europa Conference League as it stands, but if we win the cup final they also go to the Europa League and then Hibs will go to the Europa Conference League. The reason why is because Dundee United are actually in the Scottish Championship. If we look at the league table in the Championship, they've just been promoted, but they got to a cup final in the second division, which is very impressive. But obviously, their luck runs out today. We'll beat them, and then they won't be in Europe. So, unlucky Dundee. For the cup final, we are playing a quite rotated team as well. We want to try and get that rotation in there and make sure plenty of players get some match shot. Not that they need it, I suppose, at this stage of the season, but we don't want to risk any injuries before that Champions League final. So, Marcelo Gill starts in goal with a backline of Tom McIntyre at left back, Admilson and Tigger McLumper at centre back with Aaron Fielding at right back. Medina and Alavio start in the centre of midfield. La Cruz on the right, Thad McRae in the attacking midfield position with Jens Neve on the right hand side because where is he? Where actually? Oh, Lassielian is actually fit enough to play. Let's bring Lassielian on instead, actually, to get him playing this game as opposed to Jens Neve, who can obviously come and play in the Champions League final. And then, of course, Edie Cafdy for there will lead the line. So, as kickoff is upon us here today, it's a nice warm-up. A nice little warm-up for us today as we look to try and win this competition. Lassielian just putting that one wide of the mark. We've been given a penalty. I'm not like I'm going to play... I can't talk then, can I? Not that I'm going to complain about there being a penalty. I just don't quite understand what we've been given that penalty for. Edie Cafdy for there steps up and scores the penalty. Been in some decent scoring form recently. 13th of the season. Pretty decent. So a very eventful start to the game there. A nice goal scored early on, and hopefully we can just see the game out now and make sure we get another bit of silverware to add to our collection. This time the corner coming in from Lassielian cleared by the defence, but it is won by Evie Cafdy Fothera, who looks to bring the ball back forwards towards the penalty area. Brian Medina into Lassielian, out wide to Aaron Fielding. Aaron Fielding now getting it just about into the 6-yard area. Thad McRae somehow puts that one wide of the mark. We really should be 2-0 up after that opportunity, I feel. Another chance for us to potentially come forward, or is this down to Dundee United now as they look to bring it out from the back? No, it's not. That's a terrible clearance, and Tom McIntyre now plays it into Brian Medina, getting the ball forward into Alavio. Alavio on the ball, not quite getting there as it comes forward for Dundee United, tackled by Aaron Fielding quite nicely. Very good defensive display from him so far today, as now Evie Cafdy Fothera is brought down and another penalty has been won. That seemed very harsh to me, if I'm honest with you, but it's been given, no VAR about it. Must have been a very clear penalty. Evie Cath steps up and Evie Cath scores. We all love a good penalty here, don't we? We all love a good penalty. Anyway, I was just thinking, we've not heard anything yet from Andre Schittigel. He obviously spoke to us yesterday, talking about how he's got a plan to get us to become the manager of Scotland, as we just hit the post there. Scotland are entering the European Championships this summer, and I mean, if he's leaving it this late for us to become the manager, I don't think it's going to happen, because I think the squad registration stuff must be pretty soon. So, I'm not entirely sure what he's got up his sleeve. I'm not entirely sure if we are going to become a Scotland manager, but if we are, we have to try and get quite a few Aberdeen players into the team, because if we get the job right now, basically we need players who know the tactics that we like to play, and they are the Aberdeen players. So we'd have to bring a few of our boys with us to the tournament, and hopefully maybe a few boys who obviously we've sold on in the past as well, bring those guys along to the tournament as well. But again, I don't really know what Andre Shitagel is on about, as again, Thad McRae not scoring a goal. Focusing back on this game though, I have been very impressed by Dundee United. Obviously they are the division below us, and they've stopped us scoring from open play. Like we haven't really had a good chance from open play, to be fair. We've had some close calls, but they've not been brilliant chances, I would say. So they've done very well defensively. If they can just stop fouling our players in the area, this could be a decent game, you know. But it should give us a lot of confidence going forward. It should give us a lot of confidence as we concede a goal just before... Okay, it won't give us any confidence. On paper, if the referee had been a bit kinder, it's 1-0 Dundee. So there we go, half-time, 2-1 up. I'm going to thrash my arms and say I'm far from pleased from what I've just seen from this team. Even though it's our second-string team out there right now, they should still be beating Dundee United and scoring goals. And Tigger McLumper rises above everyone there to score a goal. You love to see it. But again, we've not really scored from open play. It's a set piece we've scored from there. So... I mean, obviously, it's good that we're scoring from set piece. It's good we're scoring goals any way we can, right? But open play is looking a little tricky right now. Luckily for us, our first team are much better at scoring goals from open play, and I expect to see plenty of that against Barcelona coming up. In the meantime, a Lassie Alien on the ball, out to La Cruz, into Alavio, into Thad McRae, who scores a superb goal, missed loads of easier chances earlier on in the game, scores the most difficult one to make it 4-1. Also, very nice to see Thad McRae back on the score sheet. He's been a little inconsistent this season, and not quite sure what we've been given a free kick for there. The ball did go in the back of the net there for Dundee, but we won a free kick for some, I guess, offside maybe? Either way, it doesn't really matter too much. There's about 10 minutes left in this game for us to complete what looked like was going to happen right at the start of today's episode. I think we were always going to win this game, as well as Dundee United have played in the Cup this season. It was always going to be one step too far for them in the Cup final, and we've proven that today by thumping them 4-1. But they have impressed me, and I think they'll do very well in the top flight once again next season. Obviously, they got relegated a couple of years ago, got themselves back promoted, and have just scored a goal to just keep me a little bit worried. I think they'll do very well next season. I could even see them getting in the top 6 next season. Like, if they play like this week in, week out, they'll be right up there come the end of the season. I'm excited to see this new look Dundee United doing well. But obviously not well enough to win the Scottish Cup. That title belongs to us. Another one for us. You love to see it. Excellent work. Very happy with that one, as we get £1 million for winning that, which is superb. And I think we should get some awards come through in the next day or so, which would be quite nice. I mean, oh well, bonuses aren't quite so nice. We're giving out loads of bonuses to our players and staff for winning stuff, which is never really that much fun, particularly when we've got a little bit of financial issue going on with us right now. We have money, but we are burning through it fairly quickly. We might have to sell a player or two this summer to just keep the finances ticking over a little bit. But here we go. Here are the awards coming through for the season for Scotland. This is as Jens Nieve sets a new Scottish Premiership rating of an 8.24 across 32 league appearances, slightly better than Cavalcanti's 8.19 from 34 appearances, which is mental. And he also got 27 assists, which beats Trossard's record from 2021 with 23. Jens Nieve has had an absolutely incredible season, and no wonder he's been given the Scottish Players Player of the Year award. 18 goals, 27 assists in 32 league appearances. Absolutely phenomenal. And actually, most of those appearances, there'll be a big split between substitute and started as well, so it's even more impressive. He also wins the Scottish Football Writers Player of the Year with Varela and Tigger McLumper in there as well. Surprisingly, Cavalcanti not in that at all, which is a little weird. Varela is named the league's top scorer with 30 goals in 30 league games. Cavalcanti 26 goals in second place. Niamh also wins the Scottish Young Player of the Year award. He's absolutely cleaning up all the awards. Does he get goal of the season? That goes to Jordan 4. That's what £85 million gets you. Goal of the season. Jens Niamh obviously also in Team of the Year alongside a new signing Jordan 4, which does make me feel that was a pretty justified selection. Tigger McLumper at centre-back, Medina in there as well. Varela up front. Once again, just no place for Jan Cavalcanti. I don't think he's ever been in any one of these, which is just bizarre. And surprisingly, Celtic's goalkeeper in there. Not our goalkeeper, not Peter, who's kept the most clean sheets. So that's all very good. Lots of awards for Jens Niamh, basically. Nothing for Cavalcanti this time around, which is a little concerning, potentially. But I've had an email come through from Andre, which I think we can read together. It says, Tom, seeing as you can't get an interview with the Scotland manager, you've always been incompetent. That seems a little harsh. Unnecessary, really, if anything. But I'm here to bail you out again. I pulled a few strings and called in a few favours. I'm now Scotland's manager again. You're coming with me to the European Championships. Get picking the team. Love, I like to put love in there. Love, Andre. So, are we Andre's assistant manager for the European... I don't quite know what he's got planned. But looks like I need to do a little bit of, well, management. I don't know. I've got to pick a team. All right. I'm not quite sure what I've got to do, but I'll think about it and I'll see you at the Barcelona game. So here we are, back for the Champions League final against Barcelona, and this is the team that, fingers crossed, will do the job. It's the best team we can put out there, I reckon. We've got Peter in goal, Van Steen, Demancic, Sandro and de Klerk in the back, Form, Lumper in the middle, Delaney, Cavalcanti, Niamh in the attacking midfield, and of course Varela, back from his injury, leading the line. I believe in him. I believe in everything. It's going to happen. Let's go win this thing. Interestingly, the Barcelona manager, Jurgen Klopp. Sorry, Jurgen, but you are not going to be winning this game. You're losing this one. And so here we are at the Amsterdam Arena, the Johan Cruyff Arena, ready for the biggest game of the season. It's Aberdeen, Barcelona, Spain, Scotland. Me, Jurgen Klopp. Who is going to come out on top? Well, hopefully it's Jan Cavalcanti, who was the absolute villain of that final we played against PSG a good few years ago now, where he missed a penalty which ended up losing the game for us, which was obviously not very good for us. Hopefully today he's an absolute hero, as another storyline is writing itself into existence. Baptiste Bont is a player that we could have signed. Instead, we signed a few different players and let him go to Barcelona. We have subsequently realised he's become one of the best players in the world and is showing it by scoring against us in a Champions League final. Now that's a storyline. With the money though, we did sign Varela, I think, didn't we? I think we signed Bryce Delaney too. So, you know, if those two score, then it does suggest that we've spent better money on Varela and Bryce Delaney. I think was it Evie Cathy Favera we got? I think it was Evie Cath that we got instead, actually, rather than... So maybe that's not quite the best comparison. But for the sake of arguments, because he scores a goal now, we bought Varela instead with the funds. Maybe, I can't remember, but I'm going to assume that we did. He gets a goal. So it's 1-1. And as the game gets towards half-time, if we can just grab a goal to take us just in front before half-time, that would be great. Instead, it looks like it's going to fall to Barcelona instead, as Cortez in the area beats Peter at the near post, and that is not a goal we want to be conceding. Peter needs to do better at his near post there. It was a very good counter-attack from Barcelona, to be fair to them. Cortez given too much space. To be fair, you think you've closed the angle down quite well, but Peter just let himself down there. And for as good as Peter is, he does let himself down every now and again. Far from pleased with what I've just seen from this team. Come on. Small on the ball for Barcelona. We don't win possession back. I thought we had to, and we lose it. And João Felix now looking very good, trying to score a goal, only putting it just above the bar there. Goes out for a goal kick, which we are taking now. Jens Neve up towards Varela. It's not the best ball in the world, but Bryce Delaney. We just seem to be getting half chances every now and again. We just can't properly control the ball. This Barca team are right on us. As soon as we touch the ball, they're there. The high press is on us, and it's affecting us quite badly, actually, I must say, in this second half. As again, they just seem to be able to put balls through simply. We are crumbling a little bit. I think Barcelona look the better of the two teams here today. They just seem to be more confident, more composed. They are just enjoying the game more. Are we on the counter-attack? Oh, boys, let the advantage go there, referee. Come on, we're nearly through. In the meantime, Tam Lumper having an absolute stinker on a 6.2. Brian Medina on you come. He's a player that we bought with the money instead of buying Baptiste in the middle of the park. So he's another one of those players we could spend money on. Fabrice de Klerk having a bad game as well, 6.4. Let's bring a bit of energy down the right-hand side with Aaron Fielding. And I hate to say it, but Jens Neve also having a bit of a poor game. Let's bring Lassialien on instead. For actually, what I've just realised will be his final game ever for the club. There's no point getting him back on loan again next season, is there? Because we don't need him. Jens Neve is better. We've got Jens Neve. So we just keep Jens Neve instead, and we let Lassialien go back, and we save the wages to spend on other players, and actually save the money, save the club quite a bit of money. That's the plan, as he's nearly proved his worth. He literally, seconds on the pitch, almost scored a goal. If he gets a goal here today, it will cap off a wonderful career he's had here on loan for many years at Aberdeen. I'd like to see him score a goal, actually. That'd be really good fun, to be fair. As the clock is ticking down, I think we need to go a little bit more attacking with what we're doing right now. Attack, 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 and attack. And actually, Jordan 4, can you go on to attack as well, please? That would be quite nice. 20 minutes left on the clock. I'm going to shout demands more. We've got a throw in. Van Steen into the middle, cleared, but Jordan 4 will collect the loose ball. Back to Demancic, back to Jordan 4, who plays it up towards Varela, who doesn't really do much with it, but Bryce Delaney hits the post. Oh, come on. How close can we be getting with this? As Fielding now into Lassialien, who's brought down. Free kick. Right. Do we get a highlight from the free kick? We don't. It's Barca's free kick, or throw in instead, but we win possession. Varela, though, is all on his own. We're all on attacking duties, by the way, boys. Can we all just get forward, please? That would be quite nice as we just lose possession. Demancic wins it, though. Plays it into Medina, into 4, into Alien, into Varela. Varela gets that equaliser with 10 minutes to go. His 43rd of the season as well. Level now with Jan Cavalcanti. Who's going to get the 44th goal of the season? Cavalcanti or Varela to then become the club's top scorer this season. And fingers crossed, winners at Champions League. Great finish there, great teamwork. We're going to stay on attacking. We've got nothing to lose at this stage. Come on. 89th minute on the clock. Demand more. Very attacking. I'm going for it. I don't want to see extra time. I want to see a 90th minute winner, which hasn't happened. Okay. Okay. Into the dressing room. I'm going to thrash my arms. I'm far from pleased. And everyone looks motivated. That's what we needed. We needed that bit of motivation. Let's drop back down to attacking, though, for the first half of extra time. Aaron Fielding. I mean, is he playing for Barcelona? He made no attempt to throw it to one of our players there. Absolutely no attempt. And is he now suddenly the villain in all of this? I can't believe what I've just seen there. And Barca love it. Barca are having a great time now. They're having a fantastic time. Send that guy off, please, referee. Please send him off. We've come from behind twice already. We can come from behind again. We can do it. I know we can. Demands more. We can make more subs as well, I've just realised. Now we're in extra time as well. Who's had a stink? I mean, I can't take Fielding off now, which is a bit annoying. Jordan 4 on a 6-3. Let's bring Alavio on. Alavio loves being a Mazzala somehow. He knows how to score goals from that position. One final chance for us before half-time and extra time. It's put over the bar, unfortunately. And now we go into the second phase of extra time. We've been, well, on paper, the better team. More shots, more possession, more everything. But Barca have just played better, really. You know, where the game's actually played on the pitch, they have done a better job than us. Apart from that third goal, if we lose it now because of that, I don't know what I'll do. I really don't know what I'll do. Oh, that would be absolutely dreadful, wouldn't it? We're going to say demand more again. Let's go very attacking as well. We have to really go for this now. There's no point, you know, we have to go all out attack. Absolutely ram home for it. I mean, at this stage, Van Steen, Fielding, move a bit further forward, please. Medina, can you be an advanced playmaker on attack, please? There's not really much more we can do than this, I'll be honest. And we might concede a goal, but if we do, we're trying. We're trying to score. Come on. I can't believe. Where is he? Contract. Mutual termination. No, I can't do that because it was bloody expensive. It was bloody expensive. And what for, hey? What for? To throw away a Champions League final. I don't want to talk to you, Aaron. I don't want to talk to you. Well, I mean, we still get 13 million for it. And we get another 22 for TV money or coefficient ranking money, which is quite nice too. And another £1 million for TV money. So actually we get an awful lot of money there. We get close to £40 million. So that's quite nice. If we look at the bank balance now, 47 million in the bank. That feels a lot nicer than it was at the start of today's episode, but we are still not in great financial What could have been? What could have been, hey? Well, I'll tell you what. We're going to come back. We're going to come back next season. We're going to fight. We're going to do our utmost to get revenge on Barca. To just win another Champions League. That's 3 finals, 2 losses, 1 win. We can't have a negative record. We've got to at least level things up. We've got to do that. So thank you ever so much for watching today's episode. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Next On The Rocks will be on Monday. I'm going to switch the schedule around a little bit. So On The Rocks is just Monday to Friday until, well, for the foreseeable future, until it finishes, essentially. Just so we've got a little bit of room to wiggle around with some FM22 content that I want to start doing on the channel. So I'll see you on Monday for more On The Rocks. I need the weekend to get over this. Until then, have a good one. Goodbye.